Hi viewers, thought I'd give you a bit of an insight into my past 10 years stacking silver and gold, in the hope that maybe my experiences will help others on their stacking journey. Now back in 2013, silver had dropped from its high of £28 an ounce to I think it was about £11 or £12 an ounce. Now there was a lot of media hype saying that it was going to go way above its previous £28, and of course with it £11–12 an ounce, I thought I might as well jump in and buy some, which I did, along with many other people, I dare say. Now obviously it hasn't gone back up to its £28, but it has gone up a reasonable amount. I think it was about £20 earlier on in the year. Now for those who are maybe new to my channel or don't know anything about me, well, my late father was a bit of a coin collector, not a massive coin collector, but a bit, and I had my first metal detector at the age of 12, which of course got me interested in coins, so I did become a collector. And later on, when I saw these big moves in silver, I extended that collecting to stacking. Now one of the things I did buy 10 years ago, I remember getting this, was the Millennium Kookaburra. Now 10 years ago, obviously spot price was a lot lower than it currently is, so this one's probably made a little bit of a profit. Beautiful coin, and obviously I didn't buy it in 2000, but it's 23 years old now, and it is still absolutely pristine, and it actually lives out on display, so it's not even one that's tucked away. Now one of the things that I got quite engrossed in stacking low premium, and it really as the prices have moved over the past 10 years, I've seen that that isn't overly beneficial. Just buying generic silver, like this 1 ounce Buffalo, or the 10 ounce NTR, or 10 ounce A Mark. You are solely relying on spot price to go up for you to take a profit from that, because obviously all these things have a premium, so you've got to cover that premium with a spot price increase as well. Now so I started deviating to more collectible stuff that would have a value alongside its precious metals content. Now there's another piece that I bought probably about a decade ago as well. The Mexican medallion, absolutely stunning design. Bought this direct from Mexico, from a Mexican dealer. Wish I'd have bought half a dozen at the time, because this thing has at least doubled in its value. Beautiful design piece there. Now I also like to buy from community members. These two pieces came from Hi-Ho Silver, and no doubt he probably bought that some years ago close to spot, thinking he was going to put it in the melt pot and thought it was too good. So he's made a profit on that. And likewise the 2017 Archangel, he probably bought it on release price, which I'm not sure what that was in 2017, but he's probably taken a profit on both of those. But I could probably make a little bit on both of those myself if I were to sell them, which I'm currently not. And so trying to separate what has been successful and what hasn't. Generic silver really hasn't done that well for me. The only time it has done well is when I've bought pieces at my LCS for generic prices that turned out not to be generic silver. And I'll screenshot a couple photos now of 6 ounces of silver that I sold recently for, I sold them in the States, $800 for those 6 ounces, and they owed me $280, and I got 800 for them. So all of that money has gone back into precious metals, of course. Here they are now. So yeah, there's positives and negatives. There's lots of things that have done really well. Vintage silver, like this Swiss of America, and there's a lot of it that's kind of stayed in the balance. It's done okay, and you'll make a little bit of profit on it. Now, in the past 10 years, or over the past 10 years, I have sold both silver and gold to my LCS. When both metals went up, I took some silver into him, and I literally got back what I'd paid when the silver was lower. So, I didn't make a profit. And likewise, with the gold sovereigns that I took into him, I got back my original layout, so I didn't profit from those, even though silver and gold had both gone up. So I don't find selling to your LCS ideal when there are many other platforms that you can sell if you want to. Now let's cover some of the flops, biggest flops. Oh, there's too many. It will be an hour-long video. A lot of the stuff that I bought from the Raw Mint, big flops, huge flops. That was £50 for an ounce of silver, and it's 31 grams, 9.99. I think I'm highly unlikely if I would get my £50 back if I were to sell that, because it is 1 ounce of silver and spot is currently £20. So big flop from the Raw Mint. This one, I actually bought a load of these. Not all. This is the only carded one I bought, but it was such an iconic design that I thought this one would be extremely hot. The image was taken from the first sighting of a kangaroo from a sketch, and it is a beautiful design. It's from the Royal Australian Mint, but again, I think I'd have trouble getting my money back on that one. So there's another one from the Royal Australian Mint as well. The dolphins, as beautiful as these pieces are, you've got to be, a serious, just a collector rather than a stacker. If you're collecting it because you enjoy it and not necessarily wanting for it to hold its value, then many of these pieces are like that. Another big flop was a lot of these RCM coins. I absolutely love this design. I think it was like a second issue of a design they'd done earlier. Beautiful design coin, beautifully struck, but if I were to try and sell that, I'd probably not get much over spot for it. And then of course there's the real fancy pieces like this, which as an art piece is stunning. It's the Universe, and I bought it as an art piece. It is a piece of art, but equally I'm never ever going to get my money back on that, I don't think. You've got a hard job of finding some ardent collector who would want to pay for that. So yeah, there's been many flops. Moving on to some other pieces like the 20-ounce Scottsdale. I can't remember what premium they had on these, but obviously I've had it some years now, so I would I would you know, take a profit on that 20 ounce, because obviously silver has gone up. But had silver not gone up, then you know, I'd be looking at a loss. Whereas some of the other more collectible pieces, I would get my money back plus a bit on top. Even probably like the Tombstone bar, you probably would, because you know, interesting design and you know, collectible rather than just you know, a generic bar. Oh, the Privateers. Yeah, the Privateers did really well. I think I'm going to leave one of these to tone. I'm going to take one out and leave it to tone. I've just got to decide which one. I think it might be that one, actually. But yeah, they did okay. So, but deciding which pieces are actually going to make you a decent bit of money is not always easy. The yeah, the Scottsdale 10 ounce bars, 60 ounces of silver there. I mean, they have got a premium attached, but they have a little bit of a you know, oh, 60 ounces in one hand, quite heavy. But I like them because they take up little space, but obviously they are heavy. Wall Street Mint bars, obviously collectible. Yeah, Sopper, obviously the history behind that. Hopefully that will stay collectible. And but of course you do buy pieces that you like, you know, because you like the piece, the Argentia bar. I love the design of that, and obviously it has a premium. Whether I'll ever get that back, I doubt it. But it's you know, it's nice to treat yourself to something you actually enjoy. Anyway, on to the gold. Now I have yeah, I've sold yeah, the peak in 2020. Sold a few ounces of gold. Obviously took some nice profits, and just sat on that money until it came back down again and bought it back up again. Not the same stuff, but different stuff. But not many of the gold pieces I've bought have real collector value in the same way that some of the silver has. You know, maybe this, you know, I think anything Russian is pretty hot at the moment. You know, I've got several Russian gold pieces, and the smaller pieces, they seem pretty hot at the moment. And obviously I bought them years ago, so I'm going to make money on them anyway. The Buffalo, I think that had about $100 premium on it when I bought it. I think I paid $19.20 for it, so that's dollars, that is. So that's about what the spot price is at the moment. So this one isn't doing massively great at the moment, but it is a design that I absolutely loved. Yeah, some of the gold pieces I sold did have premiums attached, like the first Queen's Beast, the 1/4 ounce. Was it the lion or something? Yeah, I waited until gold was up and sold that one, because I wasn't really collecting the series of those, unlike the Mexican sets, which obviously I did want to collect the series. Now, interesting thing about these, the 50 pesos coins, this first one I paid $1,500 for that one, and the second one I paid $2,300 because gold was up considerably. Now that's probably not far off what they're fetching today, maybe $2,400. But when you combine those two together, that gives you $3,800 for the two coins, which if you then divide by two, it's $1,900 per coin. So, you know, each of those owes me $1,900, but you'd probably get 2, 3, 2, 4 for them. So I'm still up a bit, but you know, they are a bullion device. You know, the 50 pesos especially has you know, a very low premium. I think the 20s have a bit of a higher premium because of the design. And these 81 Libertads, they've got a premium attached as well. I was hoping to get myself the 1 ounce, but with gold as high as it is at the moment, I didn't pull the trigger on one. I did see one come up, but I thought it's just too much. Now, obviously, being in the UK, obviously I do have a stack of gold sovereigns. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Various years, and I have liquidated some of those. You know, those that were either in extra fine, or I think I have sold some shield backs and taken a nice profit on them. So the bottom line really is that you know, you just have to be selective on what you're buying. You know, you can take a gamble like I did, you know, maybe with this, thinking that it'll do well, or the kangaroo. They are a gamble, and other things like I showed earlier, the Cuban bars that I bought of my LCS, you know, transpired not to be bars, but proof coins that were worth 3 times what I paid for them, which is, you know, luck. So a lot of it is luck. But anyway, I hope it's given you an insight into my 10 years experience, and hopefully maybe that'll help out some of you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep calm and keep stacking.